Vanakkam and welcome to my channel, The Tamilian Speaking. In our previous post, we saw about the Movendargal, that is the three kings, and the Moondu Sangam, that is the three Tamil Sangams. In this particular post, we are going to see in detail about the Aivagai Nilangal, that is the five types of lands. Tamils, for easy remembrance, have always attached a number to any significant aspect of their life so that it could be easily remembered. We should also bear in mind that maybe because they were the greatest merchants of their time, the numbers came naturally to them. It also signifies that the Tamils attached great importance to mathematics as well as the literary excellence of the even ordinary Tamil people. Now, the Sangam literature mentions about the divisions of the land. That is, in the whole division, land is divided into five types of lands, which we call as Aivagai Nilangal or Nilathinai. Thinai in Tamil means Olukam, which means discipline. Now, on a cursory look, it will just appear to a common man as if the lands were divided only for literary purposes. But for me, on a deeper observation of the division of the lands based on the quality of the soil, the land has been divided into five types. Kurinji, that is the hilly and adjoining regions adjoining the hills. Mullai, forest and land adjoining forests. Marutham, fields and land adjoining the fields. Neythal, sea and land adjoining the sea. Pālai means we all know the deserts. So these are the five classifications of the land in ancient Tamil literature. Now, why were these lands divided into five? As you all know, the rationale behind division of land into five is this. The needs, the lifestyle of the people in each land type will be different, and their culture and their way of life will be suited to the land in which they live. Now, the king who administers this land has to supply the things which are deficient in each and every land. For example, what is deficient in a Mullai land may be surplus in Neythal land. What is deficient in Mullai land, Neythal land may be surplus in Mullai land. So the king has a sacrosanct duty to supply the needs of the people living in each and every region. Therefore, the classification of lands, according to me, was done not only for literary purposes, but also for the purpose of effective and strong administration. The king, by dividing this, the king or the administration by dividing the land into five types, will be able to not only assess the tax of each land, but also provide a benevolent administration depending upon the needs of people living in each type of land. This, according to me, was the major rationale, the main rationale behind the classification of land into five types. Now, the Tamils in all these type of lands attach great importance to the literatures. And one point that has to be noted here is, although the Sangam literature mentions five types of lands, the Pālai land, that is the desert land, was not present in Tamil Nadu. The Sangam literature mentions that the Mullai and the Kurinji land during summer, they become Pālai land. That is, they develop desert-like situations and they convert themselves into Pālai land. And once rain comes, they once again become Mullai or Kurinji land. So that is how the Pālai land also finds place in the Sangam literature. Other than that, there is no Pālai land in Tamil Nadu. But there is one exception to that. The place where I come from, the Tirunelveli district, that's a place called Theri, which is red sand desert. So maybe we can say that as the only desert place in Tamil Nadu. Now, based on these five types of lands, the literature also has been divided. Now, I have already told you there are two types of literature, Agam literature and Puram literature. Agam speaks about, Agam means inside, speaks about the love life, the happenings inside a home. Puram means everything outside a home. So, Agam literature is also classified into Agathinai, that is Agam discipline. Now, this Agathinai is further divided into five, Uripurul we call it, further divided into five more divisions. and each of these division is ascribed to one Nilathinai. One division is ascribed to Kurinji, one Agathinai division is ascribed to Kurinji, another Agathinai division is ascribed to Mullai, another Agathinai division is ascribed to Marutham, and so on and so forth. So 5 divisions are ascribed to 5 different types of lands. And literatures and songs and poems were sung on each type of the Thinais, Agathinais. And these Agathinais were closely related to the land and the lives of people living in each and every type of land. This is how the literature and the land were wedded together in the Sangam literature. Therefore, this is how the land was divided into 5 types by the Sangam literature and by the Tamil kings. For efficient and effective administration of the people living in those areas, these lands were divided. Not only that, it also provided the kings to levy taxes or to help the people in the particular area in case of any deficiency arising from the people living in that particular type of land. This is the rationale behind the classification of lands into 5 types. Now, what are those lands? In future posts, we will see in detail about each division of the land, and we will also mention what's the type of the land, the people living there, how it was called, and the deities of that particular type of land. Let us meet again in a new post. Let's meet. Vanakkam.